Hi guys, Ian here, and these are the NFACOUS NA20 single dynamic driver IEM. Retail price for this is 118 US dollars. It's available on NFACOUS website. So if you are interested to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link down in the description below. So I've been using these for about 2 weeks now, and I'm here to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions about these NA20s. So let's begin first with the accessories and the specifications. This is the retail box, a very nice and generous and large box. At the bottom here, there are some specifications. Let me go through that with you. Frequency range is 9 to 40,000 Hertz. Sensitivity is 109, and the impedance is 32 ohms. All right. Now inside the box, you'll find a user guide and a carrying case. This is a zip case. It's a hard shell case. You can put your accessories in this mesh pocket here, and your IEM in this part here. It's a very nice, small, compact little case. It comes with this adapter as well, so if you have a hi-fi system at home, this 1/4 inch adapter will come in handy. It's from 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to a 1/4 inch headphone jack, so it's going to be very useful. And it comes with 3 different sizes of ear tips. In fact, 4: extra small, medium, and large. These are medium balanced ear tips. Well, it's a little bit wide, but yeah, I would say they're still balanced ear tips. So very nice and comfortable ear tips for 118 US dollars. And it comes with this I think it's 4-core cable. Yeah, it's a 4-core cable. It's terminated with 3.5 headphone jack with a Velcro strap. It's got a Y split and chin slider. Chin slider is kind of grippy as well. And the ear hooks are a little bit on the stiffer side. It does try to tug the IEM out from my ear, but good thing is that these IEMs, they go in pretty deep into my ear, so that's not an issue for me. Now let's talk about the design and build quality of these IEMs, and they are made of resin, some kind of PVC. The faceplate is pretty normal. I would say it's got the logo of the NFACOUS, and at the inner shell, you've got a little bit of a fin, not much. It's a medium size type of IEM, and overall the nozzle is actually pretty good. It's long enough. It goes into my ears, and it fits my ears pretty well. And it's a pretty normal design, I would say. No aggressive curvatures or any sharp edges. Now in terms of fit and comfort, they fit my ear very well. It goes into my ear very deeply, alright, and gives me a very good seal. So in terms of design, build quality, and fit and comfort, they're actually pretty good. Now let's talk about sound first. Let's talk about the drivability, and these are okay to drive. They are not the easiest to drive, but most of my gear are able to drive it. I used it with my iPhone, Android phone, tablets, iPads, and my MacBook, and they drove this IEM very easily. Now the gear that matches these are warm, balanced sounding gear. So if you have any DACs or DAP that are warm sounding, they will match these IEMs really well. Alright, so let's talk about the technical performance of these. For 118 US dollars, I would say the resolution for this is alright, is reasonable. Overall, it's not a very distorted sounding IEM. In fact, I would say the distortion is minimal, but I can hear that it's not the most resolute for the single dynamic driver IEM, but the clarity is there. Soundstage wise, it's actually a pretty wide and airy kind of soundstage, so actually it's pretty good in terms of soundstage. It's also very naturally laid out in terms of imaging, so percussions, vocals, and instruments, they're all placed where they're supposed to be. The detail retrieval on this is actually quite recessed, so not much of the details. I can pick up quite a bit, but it's a little bit veiled by most of the bass, so it's more on the tuning when it comes to detail retrieval. So technical performance, I would say price to its technical performance is actually quite reasonable. Now in terms of tone and timbre, this is warm, it's fun, it's casual. and I would say is more of a musical sound. That's why this is more for music listening. It's not so much of a reference sounding type of earphones or IEM. So in terms of tone and timbre, it's fun, it's casual. Now, let's talk about the sound signature. I'll post the graph somewhere up here. And if you look at the graph, the bass shelf is actually quite elevated, including the mids as well. So it bleeds into the mids, but let's talk about that later. In terms of the sub bass, it's very extended. It's got good support. I would say the bass shelf is very solid, good, solid, firm type of a rumble, and I can feel that rumble extend really well. So this goes really well with a lot of genre music, whereby the bass is really present, or you need the bass to be present. Is a very, very good bass shelf. In terms of the mid bass, the kick drums are actually very present, and I can feel the impact, and also most of the guitars and most of the impacts are very, very punchy. So a very present mid bass as well. Now in terms of the mids, the lower mids, they're also very present. So male vocals sound really good on this. Pianos sound really good on this as well. But it bleeds a little bit over to the mids, and some of the female vocals, guitars, violins, they sound a little bit veiled as well. So there is a little bit of a trade-off over there when it comes to having the mid bass and the sub bass being elevated, but it sounds really warm and really musical and really soothing to hear, and some people like it. Most people like it actually. As for the pinna gain to the treble, I would say the pinna gain is actually not too aggressive. It's actually quite harmonish. It's a little bit laid back, but not too overly laid back. I would say the intensity is there, still there, and overall the transition to the treble, I would say, is pretty smooth and not too intense and not too spicy. Now, in terms of the presence, it's quite bright, it's quite sparkly as well, to a point whereby sometimes it may sound a little bit too intense. Okay, but I would say it's not sibilant, it's not sharp, but overall it's a pretty energetic treble. It's a little bit on the darker side because they dip down the 8K region, which is a good thing. You won't get that sharpness and that sibilance when you're listening to your tracks. And also, because of that spike at about the 10K region, that would make the treble a little bit artificial in terms of the airiness and the overall lightness of the treble, but it dips down pretty quickly. Overall, I would say the roll of the treble is quite natural, except for that little spike up there on the 10K region. And treble is actually alright. It's a pretty energetic treble, which I like. Not too dark, and overall pretty reasonable and tolerable treble. Okay. So that's the sound signature of this NA20, and overall I would say it is more for casual listening, not so much for reference listening. Or like myself, I like to listen to my tracks in a more analytical way, and this IEM, I would say, is more fun, it's casual, so not really to my taste, but it depends on my mood as well. So if I like to listen to my techno songs, I want to enjoy my music, then I'll take this out and listen to my tracks, right? So I would say it's more suitable for EDM, trance, hardcore kind of techno electronic music, not so much on classicals. You can also listen to hard rock and metal on these R&B pop songs. They sound really good on this. This is typically a V-shaped tuned IEM. Most people will like it because you have elevated bass and a little bit of elevation in the treble. So it's actually a very welcome type of tuning for the general public. So most people will like this IEM, but unfortunately it's not really suitable for classical and analytical listening. So yeah, it depends on your listening preference. Okay. So for 118 US dollars, I would say the tuning is actually really good. For those of you who likes to listen to pop songs, right, and those kind of more general type of musical tracks, and it's not sibilant. The treble is not sibilant. It's bright. It's energetic. It brings out the song, and it brings out the energy of the song itself. And it's worth that 118 US dollars if you are into that kind of tuning. Alright, so that's my overall thoughts and opinions about this NA20. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.